Hello and welcome to Dice Populi. In this episode, we're going to start playing Spine of Eternity. And, in the previous episode, it was us just going through the process of character creation, but now it's time for the game to begin. But first, let us introduce ourselves. Hi, I'm Taeemul, or Chowder, whichever you prefer. I'll be GMing all this. Joined with us, why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Eva. I am making this game, and I am very excited to be here.
Hi, I'm Imani. I'm a moderator and admin for Historically Black Dice, an all-black TTRPG digital third space.
And I'm Pat. You all know me already.
Glad to have you here. Let us begin. You're walking through the plains. The road is dusty but well-worn. And in the distance, you come across what looks to be a village. As you approach the village, you come across someone face down on the ground. He's short, he's fuzzy, he has horns. Looks like a goat man.
I suppose I would be just the first person to reach out. That's I'm playing Panacea Sapine, or just Panacea. I am a medium, and I reach out. Just, are you okay? If I have any water, any water spare, I would offer to them.
It's over. He took everything. Yes, I would appreciate water. I'd offer you water, but guess what? He took the kitchen sink as well. The little guy gets up. Who are you three? Panacea has introduced herself. What about the other two?
Oh, by the way, I'm Vilight. Like and subscribe. You can just call me Vi.
My name is Jaxx. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Yes. Who took everything? What is your name?
My name is Billy.
Come on, bro.
A Billy Goat?
Billy the Goat Man?
Billy the Goat Man. Billy Goat.
You're killing me.
And you see that village over here? There? Everyone's going through what I'm going. We're a nice village. And, but not much happens. And then one day, he rolls into town. And, he's sporting all these games. And hey, looks fun, right? So, one guy, his name is Clyde, he decides, I'm going to play some of those games. He tells him, hey, you gotta put something up as collateral. Sure, whatever. After a few games, Clyde loses a lot. And then, we can't just leave Clyde destitute, so his mom decides to play Get Everything Back. And, then his mom loses. And then her husband joins in, and then her husband's friend joins in, and next thing you know, we basically gambled away everything, tried to recuperate. He points to the village, and then just a few inches off, a giant sort of tower. Well, now he set up base over there. Yeah, I don't know what to do now. Enough of that. Let me take you to the village, and you can we still have beds, I guess. There aren't any mattresses on those frames, but...
So you're telling me the whole town got scammed by this one guy?
Those games must be rigged. We have to do something about that.
Yes, rigged. Please, help us. We're desperate here.
Why did you all not simply walk away when you lost too much?
Because, we lost, and then we were like, well, we can't just leave without getting the stuff back, and then we lost more, and it's like, well, we're too committed to this, so...
I don't know, that sounds like a fallacy, a logic fallacy. Shouldn't you just cut your losses?
What, like a fallacy for gamblers?
Yeah.
Look, we're very bad at dealing with these, alright? Just...
Clearly.
You need to learn you'll never be able to beat someone at their own game.
It's a very good line.
Which is why we're not going to play his game.
Yeah, never play many games before.
As far as we understand, he resides at the top of that tower. And, he has made himself very insufferable. On top of just taking everything, he is just a huge noise complaint just...
Oh.
Well, he started his own game show. Calls himself the Unbeatable Game Master that stands tall above everyone else.
That's so pretentious.
I know, right? Real
I can't
prick.
accept someone doing that.
Vi is like fixing her hair, getting ready to make her mark. She's like, well, I guess it's time for us to go on TV.
All right, where do you guys go first? The village or just straight to the tower?
Let's go to the village. Let's find out what we can. This will be great B-roll for me.
Yeah, if we can get more information before going to the... I had some cool word in my mind, but I forgot.
It's okay. If you ever think of it, just let me know. We'll get a second take.
What are you talking about? These dance streamers.
If you want to reach the stars like you're always talking about, you gotta get your name out there. Why do you think I always tell people to like and subscribe when I tell them my name?
Everything is content to you, isn't it?
Yes.
Jax rolls his eyes at that. Not in like a mean way, just in kind of like a, ugh.
Always so grumpy.
You find yourself at the village, and while nobody's face down on the ground like Billy is, there is a energy of like glumness to everyone. For the most part, things seem vacant. People just kind of sticking around in their houses because nothing to really do. Except for like a small group of kids huddled around the TV, and they are watching some sort of game show. You notice the draft man come up stage and like in like a very tacky coat with like a overly long necktie because, you know, it runs along the entirety of his neck, and being a giraffe, that is very long indeed. 3 challenges, everybody. It's just 3 challenges. Be warned, I am the unbeatable master of games who stands tall above everyone, and one day I'll stand amongst the stars. But hey, I'm always game. If you can beat me, I'll give you anything you want. And he like, and the camera turns to like a comically large mountain of cash. Ash, do you want fame? Well, come on, the reputation of beating the master of games. Is that not enough? Just 3 challenges. With that, I'll ask you, what do you want to do?
Before we leave this spot, I do want to just talk to the kids. Like, hey kids, what do you know about this guy? What do you know about him taking all the money and all of the wealth in the town?
Yeah, he came in with a carnival. He talks a lot. I don't really know how he like gets all his stuff, but well, after he made all the adults, after he made everyone poor, he set up shop over there, and honestly, he's been like, well, you see that antenna over there? It sends out a signal. It attracts adventurers from all over, and they always seem to lose.
Did they play his little game? Did they go on his little game show?
Yeah, his game show. I mean, the game show itself is very funny.
He's goading even more people into the game.
It's a pretty neat shtick he's got there.
You got the obstacle course as round 1. Round 2 is determined by a roulette. Nobody's ever been to round 3. I'm still waiting to see that one.
Yeah, there's no way this game isn't rigged.
I think it might be time to change the rules on him.
Maybe we don't play his little game.
Maybe we introduce a little bit of our own pizzazz.
Yeah, he clearly has control of the game. Just playing it just means you lose. You need to go over it. Yeah, without even playing the game.
I think first we need to make sure that nobody else falls victim to his game. We need to disrupt the signal that he's using to goad the contestants to come to his location.
Smart. Let's go talk to some adults, see what they know.
And if we can break the signal, we can maybe bait him into coming to us.
Ooh, that's smart.
I think our plan is coming together. I have an idea for how we can disrupt the signal. And as I say that, I'm going to turn on the amplifier that's on my back and crank the volume to 11.
Put my hands over my ears preemptively.
Or what exactly will the amplifier do? What do you plan to do with it?
I plan on playing a super awesome song as loud and as distorted as I possibly can to overload the radio signal. Kind of like disruptive interference, if you understand how sound waves work.
Right, I got you. Roll 2d6 for me, and we'll use, going to say mind. Yeah, it's mind. Like, you gotta know the right wavelength to play this. You gotta be able to, like, play it real loud. We're going off mind.
Okay, that is a 6. Slightly below average.
That is slightly below average, indeed. So you start, like, playing really loudly, and the ground starts rumbling, and goat people are coming out of their houses like, what is that noise? Have we not been through enough? And you look to the antenna, and it is still doing its thing, and the doors fling open, and, you got, like, a guy with one of those, like, headset microphones. He comes out, and he, like, says, "Would you mind? We are trying to film a show here."
A show? You're scamming these people.
Scamming these people? No, these are just fair games.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody in the town losing to you? I'm not real good at math, but the odds of that are so astronomically low.
It's a statistical improbability.
Exactly. Can you say that again for the camera?
Statistical improbability.
He takes off the headset microphone and, like, he claps his hand, and, like, a couple of goat people come in, put, like, a changing room all around him, and, like, you can hear, like, just changing clothing. Changing room comes off, and the guy you saw on TV, the tacky suit, the overly long tie, the overly oily mustache. Can you say that again for my camera?
No.
Because you three look like you're here to contest against the Unbeatable Game Master. Me, Greg Garius.
Greg Garius?
Greg Garius. First name Greg, last name Garius.
Can't lie, that's a great screen name. But you're not getting any content out of us.
I would never go on your show.
And for the record, your quick change was way too slow.
I thought it was pretty cool, but I don't really watch that much TV.
Oh, you're one of those people. Oh, TV's rotting our minds. What?
It distracts people from following their dreams. The longer they watch your rotten show, the less time they have to follow their own ambitions.
Their own ambitions? Well, I'll tell you what. Come on to my show. Beat me at my game. And I'll give everyone their stuff back.
Why would we play your game? It's obviously rigged.
How do you know that?
Well, those kids over there just said that nobody's ever even gotten to round 3.
I'm just that good. I'm the Unbeatable Game Master. I stand tall.
How do you even get views in a game like that?
Yeah, wouldn't it be so boring if you always win?
Exactly. That's very bad for the algorithm.
That's not very good content.
Greg goes, our ratings haven't exactly been great. George goes, they kind of have a point. Shut up, George. He just yells to, like, some unseen person inside the building.
Can I go online and, like, see how many followers they have?
You quickly just do a search of this guy, and yeah, it's like 72 followers. The game show's only been going on for about a month, a little less than a month, 28 days. You know, you see a lot of tweets like, on that grind set.
You scam all these people out of their money and you only have 72 followers.
Yeah,
Dude, your StarTube profile only has 20,000 views?
Oh my god.
Shut up, but I just started.
Have you considered doing literally anything else?
No, because I'm going to be a star, all right? I already stand tall above everyone.
There are so many ways to become a star. This is obviously not your thing. Why don't you just give these people their money back? And then you can film that, and that's great content. Giving money away, that's always great content.
You've only been doing this for 28 days, and yet you already stand atop the tallest tower? That seems like a shortcut. Everybody knows it's a long way to the top.
This is a tiny town. You're literally at the top of nothing.
You want these people to get their stuff back? Play my game! And he just shuts the door.
What a sad, strange little man.
The energy I'm getting from him is so insecure.
Yeah,
It's giving midlife crisis, honestly.
when you said that, he has like a massive tower, I did just picture in my head, like, most of the tower is just cardboard.
Right. It's a set.
He went to Fantasy Home Depot and like, got one of those little trailers that they have and just kind of stacked a bunch on top of each other.
It's the Trump border wall of towers.
Yeah, yes.
In my mind, I was thinking like it was a crude recreation of the spine of eternity we all live in, but nah, I like that better, actually. So, yeah, no, another look at this tower. You know, it's got like big spotlights on it, but like the spotlights only come to reveal that this whole thing's made of strange paper mache. It's painted gray to give it
The illusion of strength.
give it a look of an actual building.
Yeah, it's like a movie set, essentially, or a television set. We can't let him goad us into going on his show. We'll only end up like these people.
Absolutely not. That would be awful for my following. Losing a bunch of money to this.
How do we go about this?
I think my idea was solid. I think I just need to plug directly into the tower in order for it to work.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Can we like see if he has any, I don't know, anyone working for him, like doing security?
You don't really see any guards, which is to say anyone who can actually fight. People walking around the building really are just like goats he managed to scam into working for him by beating them at a game.
Oh, he sucks.
Yep.
He's literally awful at being a villain. Cool.
That's what happens when you try to take shortcuts and rig things.
Yeah, maybe if you can distract him, you can plug in directly into the tower.
What if I offered to do a collab with him and like boost his following while you plug directly into the tower and completely disrupt his wavelength?
Yeah, that sounds like a solid idea.
The antenna that you want to like disrupt, it's like kind of jutting out of the second floor. It's not on top of the building, but like little like what's it called? Pavilion? Porch?
Yeah, just like a little landing or whatever, yeah.
Yeah.
At the landing, and like it's just kind of sticking out of that with like wires just like running about. Real tripping hazard, really, when you take a look at it.
Okay, so I'll go in there and distract him while you guys do what you need to do to get this tower down. Honestly, the locals will probably help you out. They want their stuff back.
Yeah, I think. Do you think it would benefit you to have an audience for your collab? We could get the townspeople to kind of go provide distractions with you.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I can try getting the townspeople on the same wavelength on our plan.
Same wavelength. That's brilliant.
It's the first thing that came to mind.
Love it. You're honestly a natural star.
All right. So, Panacea, you'll gather a crowd for the quote-unquote collaboration that Vilight is going to try to broker with Greg Garius. And while that's going on, Jaxx is going to sneak in and try to hook up to the antenna. It sounds like a plan. Let's start with Panacea. Roll 2 dice. It's going to be a heart roll.
Yeah. So I do have +1 to heart. It is a 12. Okay, that was pretty good.
Okay.
I just hear ye, just call the townspeople that I guess are mostly just boring and trying to think how they're going to go on with their lives.
Hear ye. People start gathering around. Oh, this is more energy than they've had in a while. Everyone's just kind of depressed, except for the kids who are just not too aware of why they're depressed. But and you have their ears. Go on.
Yeah, it's at the very least it's a good distraction, And yeah, so what I'm doing is just trying to get them to be an audience for V, right?
Yeah. Are they gonna be in on the plan, like in on the deception, or just are they under the impression it's a collaboration?
I'm not sure. How would I go around doing this?
Honestly, whichever one is more persuasive to them, I don't mind them being in on the plan.
Yeah, I assume I would just rouse them, just to call them to we're just gonna fight the Unbeatable Game Master. We're going to beat him. He took everything from you, but this cannot stand.
And you hear murmuring, and it's like, are they for real? Do you think they can do it? I don't know, man. Other people have lost before. They saw you through the windows, and it's like, no, I like the look of these people, man. Like, these are red. Yeah. And like, now it's like uproarious roars and bahs as all the goat people are absolutely down for this. We'll cut to Vilight knocking on the door. The door opens, and Gregarious like, hello. Would you like to play a game?
No, I would love to collab, though. I think I can really help you get your following up. And I just turn around, take a quick selfie, and post it on my Instagram. And I say, now look at your followers. Like, look how many people followed you just because I posted a selfie with you.
He looks into his phone and sees that 72. And then it rolls to a 73. Then a 75. Holy smokes! He has an entire 82 followers.
Now imagine what will happen if I did a video with you.
I mean, so far it's just the studio audience, and I had to pay them to stay there.
Do this. I'll waive my normal fee. We'll do this for free.
Yes, I like this. And he runs into the building to let me go grab some stuff and
And I've got an audience all lined up and everything. It's gonna be great.
After hearing a bunch of rumbling and rustling, you see Greg come out with an armful of various toys, just simple gimmicky stuff box toys where you have to take them apart, but all the pieces are interlocked, a make your own ring toss type thing.
Oh my god, just thinking to myself, wow, this guy is so sad.
Next we cut to Jaxx. You're peering around a corner and seeing Greg follow Vilight towards the crowd. Now's your chance. How do you approach?
I suppose, with everybody distracted, I will just try to go through the front door.
You go through the front door, and as you walk in, it's the ground floor. You got a cardboard box that with a goat at the front behind it. It's basically the front desk. He's like, "Oh, are you here to play in the game show? I wouldn't recommend it."
What makes you say that you wouldn't recommend it?
Everyone's lost. I have to work here because, well, I also lost, and I gotta pay off some debt somehow.
I'm gonna take out my voice recorder and put it behind my back and switch it on. Do you think that it was rigged against you?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Greg doesn't really make anything of himself. He just relies a lot on George. George seems fine. Honestly, nice enough guy. I don't even think he's in on what Greg is doing. I think Greg just goes behind his back, but I got nothing to prove that.
I'm not actually here to go on the show. You see, I'm an audio guy, and there's a problem with your radio tower, so I'm here to fix it.
Roll 2d6.
Please don't fail me now. What stat would you want me to roll that with?
That looks like a heart. Yep.
Well, that's good, because I get a +2 to that. That is a 10.
The goat looks around. He goes, yes. Audio. Gives an obvious wink. It's a good thing nobody's around. Well, you're going to need one of these. And he hands you a card. And by card, I mean literally a playing card. 5 of spades.
Okay.
Yeah, you're supposed to swipe it and the door opens behind it. Get to the second floor and then I think you actually have to go past the floor, the actual bookworm floor. But oh right, that's the twist of the second floor, right? It looks like a normal room. You get a key in the middle but turns out all the tiles are bookworms that pop out. So don't step on the tiles. But yeah, go past that. And instead of going up the stairs, there'll be a hallway that probably won't miss it.
Are you telling me this guy designed his tower in such a way that I have to essentially play a mini game just to get around it?
Well, actually, Greg didn't design the tower. That would be George. But yes, George did design it like that.
What a sicko. What happens if I step on one of those tiles?
1 second. he just like pulls out like a iPod. We're gonna get sued if we call it an iPod. His mobile device, and just like shows you like a video of like someone stepping on one of the tiles. Seemingly, it ought to be impossible for anything to be under the tile, but somehow a 10-foot serpent just like launches the guy up into the air. Yeah, that's basically what happens.
Well, I guess I will do my best to listen to all your advice, but that's really fucking weird.
I didn't design it, man. Cut to the town. We got like a group of like angry goats.
They got a rebellion going here.
A bunch of angry goats. Literally, powder keg is about to go down. Little stage for you and Greg to come on, and Greg now asks you, so, what do you think we should do first? I was thinking maybe some card tricks.
Well, first, let's introduce you to the channel. So I start recording and I say, hey everyone, it's Vilight. Welcome back to the channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Vilight. And with me today is Mr. Greg Garius, the so-called Unbeatable Game Master. Why don't you introduce yourself, Greg Garius?
Yes, I am Greg Garius. I stand tall above everyone. He does like a little shuffle with his hooves. How does he shuffle cards with his hooves? It's a mystery. Pulls out a card. Is this your card? And he just kind of like stands there awkwardly for a second.
Wow, how did you do that?
Well, you see, it's all a matter. And as he starts to, overly explain close-up magic, I want to ask Panacea, what is Panacea doing?
Yeah, I don't think I understood the plan fully. In my head, it's just like, well, I'm going to rally the townspeople. They're all angry at the Game Master, so we're just going to fight with numbers. And, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, they'll do what you want at your command. You managed to really win them over.
We're just going towards the tower. I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll go inside and try to find the Game Master.
I'm sorry. I guess I should explain better. Like Vilight, led the Game Master over to the town. There's like a crowd surrounding a stage, and they are on the stage, and the Game Master isn't paying attention to the fact that the people do not like him right now.
Then
I think I see Panacea in the crowd, and I'm like, I give you a look that's basically like, wait for my signal.
Okay, I understand now. Then I wait for the signal.
And he's explaining close-up magic.
Yep, he's explaining close-up magic right now.
Which is the thing that magicians are not supposed to do. Cool.
Yep.
He sucks.
And that's how you do a 8-fold shuffle, but without any fingers. So anyways, I run this game show, and I don't like to toot my own horn here, but I've never lost in the game show.
That's right. In fact, Mr. Greg Garius actually played a game against this whole town, and I turn the camera towards the town, and I'm live streaming this, and I say, yeah, you beat everybody in this town, isn't that right?
Yes, I did.
And you took all of their money?
Yes, I did. It's starting to dawn on him.
Wow, that's... Right now, we're standing in the middle of this town that you swindled out of all of their money.
I wouldn't say swindle. I won it, with games.
Well, I think these people have something to say to you. Hey, town, is there something you want to say to Mr. Gregarious, who's standing in the middle of this giant crowd?
I think it's funny if Panacea was kind of distracted. She was paying it. She was just very fascinated with the trick, and she's like, "Oh yes, townsfolk, you will take back what's yours now."
And I just kind of get out of the way and let the townsfolk tear him apart. And while they're doing that, I'm just like, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Another day of being a justice bringer in this world. I'm so glad you joined me today. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Love you guys. And then I end the live stream.
Greg is like sweating nervously as like a bunch of goats are throwing tin cans at him and like basically climbing the stage to get a piece of him. And he like pulls out a radio from his jacket. George, remember the fourth game, the surprise fourth game where like in case they somehow managed to beat the third game? Could you send that out?
I would like to do a disarming strike to kick the radio out of his hand and like crush it.
Okay. Now how does that work now? Let me just.
So it says that it's rolled with nerve, and the stress dealt is to inventory, and the effect amount is 3.
Yeah, so that is the engage in conflict move, which is like the basic move for like fighting, and then you use like different approaches or basically different like kinds of attacks. This is a very creative way of using that one.
Okay, I rolled a 7 plus my nerve is 9.
Is this contested by like me rolling inventory or?
Yeah, so I mean, the idea would be that this is a move down for like combat, but I think we can. I think you could use the act fast move on a 79. You do it, but you get a worse outcome, hard choice or price to pay, or also just they do stress to each other.
Act fast. Sorry, I'm like trying to find that real quick.
Yeah, it's page 53.
Okay, I see it. So yeah, I guess I am acting fast, and I'm acting fast. So I did something that requires a quick thinking precision and a cool head. So I said I rolled a 9, right?
Yeah, and it is still roll with nerve, so fits very well.
You do manage to like break the radio and get it out of his hand, and he's like, he already did manage to say to George, send in game 4. So you start to see a balloon just like blowing up behind the tower.
Oh
no.
He's gonna run away with all the money.
I like walk up to him and I'm like, who is George?
He's the technician. He works for me.
You know what? I knew that you sucked, so it's not surprising to me that you had to have somebody else do your technical stuff, but running away, calling for backup and running away, that's just so elementary.
Actually, I wasn't trying to run away. And like as he's like kind of stammering through his words, like a shadow comes over you. The balloon is over, and you see that like what the balloon is carrying is like a room. Like there's no floor to the room, but you know, it's got walls and a ceiling.
What in the heck? Can I basically like run away? Try to get away from this like floating or flying room?
You can run to be like away from under this flying room.
Do you need me to roll for that, or?
Yeah, roll body.
-1 to body. I don't know why I didn't.
Oh.
I rolled a 4 on the die, so that's a 3.
Eva, roll for body as well if you're gonna want to try to run away as well, or?
Yeah, in my head I was thinking like, try to invoke lightning and destroy the balloon so they can't run away.
Yeah, I believe that would be spirit, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure like in what move this would fit, but yeah, it's ever since she saw the balloon, she's just been like sort of like praying, chanting, trying to invoke a lightning. 2d6 plus 2.
That's an 8.
There's a 7.
You call down the lightning, and despite it being a clear day, thunder strikes the balloon. The balloon itself is on fire, and the room drops prematurely. While the room it was trying to drop would have ideally had you two and the crowd inside it, now it's just Vilight that's in the game room now.
Great, cool. I'm very happy about that outcome.
That was not ideal.
Cut back to Jaxx. As he's going up the stairs, he hears like a rumbling, and like from like 2 floors up, something's happening. He can't really see what's happening until He looks out the window. There's a balloon going towards town, and the balloon's like carrying like something. It's strange. What do you do?
Can I... Is the balloon too far away to really tell what it's carrying?
Like, it's a very big balloon. We're talking like, it's basically building size, because what it is carrying is basically a building without a floor. It's carrying a room without a floor to like drop on someone.
That doesn't seem good. I think I'll just continue with my side of the plan for now.
You carry on up to the stairs to find yourself a square room. To the north side is a door with a keyhole, and the center is a key. The floor itself is in a grid pattern, almost like a disco dance floor. It alternates between green and red, the tiles.
Remind me which tiles I'm not supposed to step on, because I don't want to step on those.
So, according to the video you saw, the tile that like was stepped on was red.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to navigate my way through this grid pattern and over to that hallway on the right that he told me to go down.
All right, you cautiously take a step on the green, but like literally the moment before your foot actually touches the tile, the colors of the tile switch. The tile you're about to step on is now red.
Oh no.
Honestly, I'd say like roll mind real quick, because this isn't really so much doing something physically strenuous.
Okay. My mind is a +0, so that is a 7.
You catch yourself before you actually step on it, and you realize tiles basically switch on you right as you try to step. This is the trick he gets you on.
I'm gonna like cautiously lower my foot over one of the red tiles and not actually put it down, but like get really close and see if it switches to green.
You cautiously like put your foot over one of the red tiles, and it does in fact switch to green.
So yeah, I'll just repeat that process by checking to make sure that the tile I'm about to step on is actually green after all, and then work my way over.
As you work your way over to the center, you find the key, and it's like on this like large podium, you know, basically like, you know, in Aladdin, like where that lamp was located, it's basically like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So as you start to step up, nothing seems to be really out of the ordinary. You find yourself face to face with the key. What do you do?
Does it look like the key is positioned on like a plate of sorts that if I removed it would trip something?
It is attached to a string, which is attached to a foghorn.
Oh boy. Okay. It's attached to a foghorn in that if I try to pull it, I will pull the foghorn too? Or just that if it moves at all?
It is intricately set up so that like if it moves at all, it's sets off the foghorn.
So even if I severed the string, the foghorn would sound?
Yeah.
Is the foghorn like really high up that I can't touch it? Or can I modify the foghorn in some way?
The foghorn is below the key. Like the way it's set up is like the key is over a hole, and like the hole is where the string runs along, and inside the podium is the foghorn.
Flavor wise, as someone who has like all these instruments with me, I would assume that I also have like tape and things to fix my instruments with. So I'm going to tape up as much of the area where the foghorn can like make sound out of to try to muffle it. And then I'm gonna take the key and run.
All right, I'm gonna say roll inventory.
Believe in the heart of the dice, please. That's a 5. Oh, nope, never mind. I have the -1, so it's a 4.
You do that, and you carry out your plan. Muffle the thing, grab the key, book it. Unfortunately, it is a very loud foghorn. And when that foghorn goes off, it awakens the bookworm. And in this case, worm, as in WYRM. Turns out the podium you were standing on, but are no longer on because you booked it, has like a giant like worm. Scaly, long, has wings, but no arms or legs or anything like that. And it's basically wearing the podium as a hat. You got a bookworm on your tail.
We made some interesting choices.
Vilight is stuck in a room that has a very questionable game that's about to start. And Panacea is right now just in a position where she's kind of the wild card right now. So, yeah, to be continued.
Dice Populi is a common geeking program production, produced and edited by Colin Ketchen. Original music is by Colin Ketchen, with additional materials provided by Epidemic Sound. This episode features Taeemul Chowdhury as the host and game master, Eva Terra as the game's creator, Patrick Brehm, and Imani Bryant. Find all their links and Spine of Eternity's early access in this episode's show notes. If you enjoy the show, you can support it. One way to do that, join our Discord. We have a new season with prizes up for grabs, regular polls, community games, and more. The link for that and everything else is dicepopuli.com. We'll see you next month for our 5th anniversary and the conclusion of Spine of Eternity.
You find yourself at the village, and everyone isn't face down on the ground like Billy was, but you do find an air of... One second.
Okay.
I am so... Please forgive me.
Was there a lot of construction?
Yep. Drills.
Oh,
I'm guessing.
I was afraid you were about to say you forgot to record.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That would have sucked.
That would
also would not have been the first time that happened to us.
Oh my god, yes.
That's surreal.
No, it's just like very loud drilling, and it's like, I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Yeah, we do not.
Yeah, I can't hear it at all.
If he needs to get pickups, no, we can't hear it. So if he needs pickups from you, he can.